Okay. I can hear myself. So, I saw an article that I guess I wasn't aware. I wasn't uh, given the news that America has voted for their favorite French fry. And I wasn't included. I felt really left out. So, I found it the first thing that I Googled, the definitive French fries tier list maker. Now, I am a dabbler of fast food, but I haven't been to every single one of these. So, and the ones I haven't been to, like, I haven't had fries from Olive Garden. I didn't know Olive Garden had French fries. I guess it's like a kids menu thing, probably. Same thing with IHOP. Never had IHOP fries. Chili's. I've never been to Chili's before, actually. I know. Maybe I need to change that. So, without further ado, I figured we just go in order. And the ones that I haven't ever been to, I'm just not gonna rank. Sorry, guys, I know. Should have done more research before making a video like this. Okay, so Burger King. Burger King is up first. I can't remember really the last time I've had Burger King French fries, but the last time I did, they were all right. They were pretty mid. I think C is like a good like middle of the road French fries because it's not like bad. I feel like D is when we're getting into like it's kind of not good territory, and trash. I mean, the name speaks for itself. Culver's, that's another one. I've only had Culver's a few times, and the times I did get French fries, they were soggy. So maybe that's like no disrespect to Culver's, because maybe they would be awesome if I got them fresh, but they weren't. So Culver's is gonna go there. Never been to Bojangles, only been to A&W a couple times, and I don't think I've ever gotten their fries. Arby's. Okay, so this is Arby's crinkle cut, not their curly fries. Because this is what, like, when you think Arby's fries, I think you think these. But Arby's, contrary to popular belief, Arby's does have regular crinkle cut fries. And possibly hot take, but usually Arby's sides are better than their main dishes, which is kind of funny. Like, I know Arby's gets a lot of shit for being like the nastiest food place in the world, but I think that their fries and their chicken sometimes isn't horrible. It's usually never my first pick, but Portillo's, never been to a Portillo's. White Castle, never been there either. We don't have any in my area. Bummer, maybe. I actually don't know much about White Castle. Okay, Arby's crinkle cut fries. Maybe this is a hot take because I don't think they're quite god tier. Maybe it's just because I don't really care for the seasoning that's on the crinkle cut fries. And also, sometimes, like, I like the taste of potatoes, but I don't like when a french fry, like, it doesn't even taste like a french fry. It just tastes like I'm eating a potato. And sometimes, when, like, the curls are, like, really bunched up, it does kind of just taste like I'm eating, like, a baked potato, and that's not my favorite kind of french fry. Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen, it's like a C tier, but when you get like gravy with it, it bumps up to B tier. But if we're just solely ranking the fries alone, it's gonna go in B tier. Let's see, what's this? Steak and Shake. I've had Steak and Shake fries, and they were like B tier. I like thin fries, and that's what Steak and Shakes were. I had them on the road trip back to from Branson, Missouri, and it was like a one stop kind of thing, and they weren't bad. They definitely weren't bad. Okay, don't have a Jack in the Box. I can't even read that. Never heard of it. Okay, Carl's Jr. or Hardee's. The one Carl's Jr. we had just closed. Rest in peace. And they're not they're not Arby's Curly's fries. They're not going up here. This is a hard one. I feel like C tier is gonna be the home of a lot of these. We'll just go C tier for now. Crystal, don't have a crystal. Checkers. Okay, okay, so or rallies, whatever you want to call it. I think I don't know if this counts, but I've only had the frozen Checkers fries, the ones that you can get at the supermarket, and they were actually pretty good. I like the peppery like seasoning they put on it. It's good. I'll put it in A tier. Taco Bell nacho fries. This is going like top of A tier. I do fuck with a Taco Bell nacho fry. They're a little on the pricey side, which is why I don't get them very much. Which I mean, Taco Bell, I'm always on a penny pinching pocket. I'll get like those $1.50 burritos on the value menu and call it a day. So $5 nacho fries, unless I'm someone else is paying for it or I'm splurging, I probably won't get them. Nothing to do with their flavor, just because of the price. Never heard of them. Churches, I've never had Churches fries. Wait. Yeah, I did one time, but I was at my friend's house and his mom brought home Churches and it had been sitting out for a while and I don't remember the french fries being very good. This might be like low C, top of D. I think we'll go with C for now. It's kind of like the Culver's thing. Like I want to give Churches the benefit of the doubt because those fries do look pretty good in that picture. They do look pretty good. Applebee's. They're a standard fry, C tier. I'm not going to go into long winded tangents for every single one of these. Never heard of them. Never had Bob Evans french fries. I didn't know they had french fries. Buffalo Wild Wings. Lately, Buffalo Wild Wings has been kind of booty. The only reason I would go there now is for their BOGO. Captain D's. No, don't have a Captain D's. Charlie's. Okay. I don't think I've ever had a plain Charlie's fries. So for you people who don't know, Charlie's is like a Philly cheesesteak loaded fry place. The one that we have is in the mall. So that's the only time I can ever get it. I don't know what the fries would be alone. The loaded fries are pretty good. They bang for sure. But we're just solely rating the fries. So I feel like on their own they'd probably be like a B tier. What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? Don't know what that is. Never had Chili's. I know. Don't know what that is. Cracker Barrel. Yeah. They're potato wedges. They're not like I consider potato wedges and french fries to be like they're separate things. A potato wedge is practically just a baked potato. It tastes like potato, where french fries, like they're thinner. The oil and the salt kind of gives it a different flavor. So, and I've never had Denny's fries. Okay, this is what's gonna get me I'm gonna get canceled for saying this. Five Guys fries. Maybe I've just had a bad Five Guys experience every time, but I don't think I've ever had a good cup of fries whenever I go to Five Guys. And also, you get dinged for the price. I understand that Five Guys is like made when you order, and that like their fries probably, I don't know, I've never worked at Five Guys, that their fries are fresh cut every day, but like, why does a burger and a cup of fries have to be more than $10? Just kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Freddy's easy. That's the first God tier fry. Even when I was little, I knew. I was like, she's at the top. I love Freddy's. Okay, where were we? This is the same fucking. Oh no, these are their regular fries. Mid. In and out. Ooh, you guys are gonna hate me. They're going there. In and out. Let's move. No, you can stay here. In and out. These aren't in any particular order, by the way. In and out. Okay, I had In and Out in Sacramento a couple of years ago, and I've heard from the Californians that In and Out, it's not as good as you probably picture it. The reason Californians love In and Out is because it's cheap. It's one of the cheapest fast food places you can go to. You go for the price, not necessarily the food. And I'm sick of In and Out glazers trying to claim that it's like the best fast food place ever. We have Freddy's. We don't have In and Out. Freddy's mogs the shit out of In and Out. I'm sorry, but it's true. Nothing on the In and Out menu compares. The fries, the burgers, Freddy's cleans house. All right. My issue with KFC French fries is that I just get mashed potatoes every time. If I'm gonna be eating fried chicken and there's gravy involved, why do I don't want French fries. I want the mashed potatoes. I want to see them in a pure form before they get turned into fries. Long John Silver's. Right there. I think I'm just a hater. There's a lot more in here than there is up here. You know what? No, we need to be stingy. We need to be critical of French fries. Okay, I've never had Olive Garden fries. I've never had Outback fries. Pizza Hut fries. Never had Cane's. Oh, easy. When they're fresh, they're like here, but when they're like greasy and not good, they're like here. You know what? I'm thinking we need to start moving some to the trash tier. Cracker Barrel can go in trash. And you know what? I'm doing it. I wouldn't eat In and Out fries on their own. They have to be animal style. Sure, Long John Silver's can go in here too. Shake Shack fire. I need to move it up. God tier. Shake Shack is really good. I had it at an airport a couple months ago and it was banging. Red Robin never had. Can't read that. Texas Roadhouse never had. Wendy's. Wendy's is like B tier. Wendy's is sometimes really good. What's this? Is that Wingstop? Wingstop. You have to get it with like either Voodoo or Buffalo or with cheese sauce. Regular Wingstop fries, they're not gonna do it. Zaxby's. I think Zaxby's is like a C tier. See, so many of these fries, like they're usually just they're greasy, and when they're soggy, they are not nearly as good as they could be. Popeyes. Popeyes is kind of just like KFC. I don't care for chicken places who are known for like their sides whenever they get fries because they usually have better options. I would rather have mashed potatoes. I'd rather have red beans and rice over the French fries. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is pretty good. I can't even lie to you. Chick-fil-A might go in God tier. Because the times I've had Chick-fil-A, their fries, they've been hitting. Sonic, I've never liked Sonic's fries. They've always kind of been not good. Now, she's controversial, but I know exactly where she's going. I love McDonald's fries. I know McDonald's has its haters, but I am not one of them. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that. Oh, is that like Wiener Schnitzel, whatever that place is called? I don't know. Okay, so these are the ones I have had. These are the ones I haven't. This is the definitive correct tier list, and if you disagree with me, you're wrong. So I think that's going to do it. Let me know if I should review something else. Okay, bye.